Hello and welcome to the Lizards Podcast. The first time in over a year. Now, we'll count this as our first episode, since the last one kind of took us a year to remake this.
Yeah, we'll just start from scratch. You know, nothing else matters. This is the first official.
So yeah, if you're listening for the first time, which you probably will be, hello, I am Lewis Sawyer.
And I am Liam Bailey.
And we have nothing to do with lizards.
Whoa, what? Since when?
Well, we'll see. We'll get to it. But yeah, we're talking today about a few things, mainly Metal Gear Solid, the series. On our first try of this podcast, we were going to go through the Metal Gear games, but we never actually finished all of them. So just last night, we finally finished 4, and that's all of them, 1, 2, 3, and 4.
Yep, that's all of them. There's no 5.
And if you're listening in this and thinking, oh, I swear there were more after that, you're wrong.
Yep.
But before that, because it is also the day of the Royal Rumble 2018, we're going to make, I don't know, a few predictions to talk about a little bit about the wrestling industry as it is right now. So let's get right into it.
I'm so excited.
Yeah, I know, fucking hell. So considering how the last few have been a bit
Few?
shit, okay, it's not been good in a long time.
It's been a long time. I don't remember the last time someone won that I actually cared about was Sheamus.
Yeah, back when he was good.
Yeah, a long time ago now.
Alright, so let's get into this. Liam, who do you personally think first should win the Royal Rumble and actually is going to?
I think Nakamura's in the Rumble, right?
Yeah, it should be.
Okay, I think Nakamura should win it. I still want more than anything for Nakamura and AJ Styles at WrestleMania. That is the main thing I want. I think that's the only thing I really want at the minute.
Sounds good. I think he needs it more than anyone else, since considering how his run on the main roster has been really shit.
Yeah.
It's been awful, and I had a feeling he was going to do that.
It's the same way for everyone who came up from NXT.
I know. How the hell did they ruin Finn Balor?
I
know he's off for an injury for like a year.
Melvin says he's not over, even though it's bullshit. Like, Reigns has never been over, but that hasn't stopped him from pushing him.
I love how Finn Balor's Twitter says it's called like Finn Balor Forever, and the OVER in Forever is like capital.
That's awesome.
So you think Nakamura should win? Who do you think is actually going to win?
Cena.
Yeah.
Cena. There's no one else. I'm 100% convinced to Cena, and I'm sticking by what I say. If Cena wins the Rumble tonight, I'm boycotting WWE. I ain't watching WrestleMania. I put up with that shit for far too long. My patience has got to break somewhere.
What if Reigns wins?
Same answer.
Yeah. That's fair enough. I've been saying for months that Cena.
At this point, I'm like, I don't care who wins as long as it's not those two.
Yeah.
Or Jinder Mahal. I don't even know if he's in it. I don't really know who's in the Rumble because I haven't really been keeping up to date. I've kind of my enthusiasm with wrestling has really dwindled as of late. I've just gotten really tired of the way they're doing things.
Yeah. No, I completely see what you're getting at. I have been keeping up with it for literally one reason, and that's Kane for the first time in about 20 years has been in the title picture, ignoring the Seth Rollins one.
Yeah, but you know exactly how it's going to go.
Oh yeah, I know how it's going to go.
You know why he's there.
Yeah, because Vince doesn't want Braun Strowman or Brock Lesnar to actually take a loss. So hey, Kane, the biggest jobber.
If the rumours are true and Brock might actually be leaving soon, then he might actually lose. But they have done that quite a few times. When his contract was up before, they were hinting at, he might actually lose, but then
he signed another deal.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's meant to be coming back for UFC another match because his suspension period's off up now. So
his last match, he got done for taking drugs.
Yeah, so did the other guy. So
did he? Oh
yeah.
Wow, it was a fair match then.
Yeah, no one wins, but yeah. Okay, I'll go for, let's see, who I want to win. I want AJ Styles to win, but he's got the title already.
In it.
Yeah, I know. So yeah, I'd say Nakamura. I'd love for Finn Balor to win, but he's not going
to. Probably not.
Who I actually think is going to win? Yeah, I reckon Cena.
I'd still think it'd be cool for Styles to fight Balor at WrestleMania. Have a rematch.
Yeah,
the last match was pretty good.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, you could tell that they were deliberately saving stuff for future matches.
Yeah,
it was a last minute thing. But yeah, so with Finn Balor, his long ass entrance, like you told me that Demon Finn is on the poster.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, he is.
will be Demon in the Rumble.
Hopefully.
So
if he isn't, that's false advertising.
I can imagine him like just like kind of crawling to the ring and then taking too long, and then someone just goes past him and just walks past.
Yeah, he'll come in as number 1 and get in as 30.
Yeah. I mean, unless the Undertaker's in it, which I reckon he might be.
You think?
Yeah, because let's face it, he doesn't have to do much. He'll just go in, eliminate one person, then rock off like
Yeah, Reigns is going to start walking down. He's just going to leg it. It's like, oh shit, not again.
Oh god, here we go. As long as Cena doesn't turn up, in the Rumble.
Yeah. Speaking of Cena, who actually thinks going to win it?
Yeah, I think Cena. Is a thing.
We really hope we're wrong. But yeah.
Imagine if Bray Wyatt won it.
Bray Wyatt win?
I know. Well, no, he did win at Raw 25, which was last week.
Win at a pay-per-view?
No.
Well, you can't even call them pay-per-views anymore. Network specials for the WWE.
Oh, God. How much shit they put out now.
Yep.
I can see them running out of ideas.
I don't know if it's going to stop them. Like WWE are like a zombie at this point.
Yeah, they're like a dead person that just won't stay dead. They're like The Undertaker.
Yeah.
It's like, he retired, but he's still going. It's that old Snake.
Snake.
Speaking of which, what a good segue.
Yeah.
Right, so yeah, we thought we'd do a few little Rumble things, and just because it's coming up, and I guess that's our first ever episode was exactly a year ago now, us doing Royal Rumble predictions.
Yeah, it was, damn.
And none of them are right. Randy Orton.
No, none of them are ever right.
No. They don't let anyone good win. It's always one of the Triple H boys.
Oh, the year when the last two were Ambrose and Triple H, I was like on my knees, like, oh, come on, for once, let someone good win. Oh no, Triple H, getting that shovel out again, as usual.
Gary called it as well.
Yeah, he was the only one who thought that, and I was like, nah, the Triple H wouldn't win it, that's stupid.
So here's a little thing that I picked up over the years. So on the Royal Rumble, on the day, like, they have like the betting stocks, like, the kind of chances of who's going to win.
Yeah.
And on the day, they always drastically change. Usually I reckon it's because someone in the company knows and they just slightly leak it out to people so they can make some money.
They do have everything. I hate that they leak anything. But nothing's a surprise anymore.
Yeah. But yeah, they do that so they can kind of make some money off of it. And it always changes, and I'm always like, nah, that guy isn't going to win. I remember last year it was like Randy Orton, and I was like, there's no way they make Randy Orton win, and then he does. And the year before it was Triple H, I was like, nah, and then he does. So if I hear what the odds are to win, I'm just going to instantly believe it. Right now it's on Cena.
Yep.
So that sounds about right. But, so Metal Gear.
Yeah, we segued and then went back again.
Yeah, I know. It was so beautiful, but nah.
Metal Gear, where do you want to start?
Okay, so did you ever play the older ones, the 2D ones?
I played them, but not back in the day, because you didn't really have access to them back then. I didn't play them until the HD collection of 2 and 3 came out for the Xbox 360, because it included both the original Metal Gear games on it. So I played them, but yeah, didn't back in the day.
I had no idea about any of them. I didn't even know half of them existed until after playing like 2.
Really?
So yeah, I didn't know there were any other Metal Gears, but...
Oh, wow.
I was not a massive fan back in the day. I mean, I watched Ashley play number 1 and that's it.
No.
So playing through 2, 3 and 4 with you were the first times I properly saw those games.
Okay. So
And the way Ashley explained 3 is... It's the jungle one.
the jungle. I hate there's so many gloss over 3. They're like, oh, it's set in the jungle. So many... 3 is the most... Probably the most underrated game of all time.
Yeah.
Or one of, anyway.
I could go with that. So let's go to 1 then. Did you play it when it first came out?
Oh yeah, I played it when it first came out. It was the first PS1 game I ever played.
Yeah, and I guess you completed it.
Yeah.
Yeah. I watched my brother play it, and I really liked it. I liked number 1. Never really got into the other ones, but yeah, 1 was good. I think as a game, it had an awesome soundtrack, great voice acting. Like, for a PS1 game. And I think PS1 was when games started having like decent stories, but like long ones, like Final Fantasy 7 and games that could go on for hours.
Yeah, they've always been my favourite type of games, the one that have really in-depth stories.
Yeah. So yeah, 1. If you had to give 1 a rating, what would you give it? Overall game. Out of 10.
I'd say probably an 8 out of 10.
Yeah, that seems fair.
That's how it really, well, most video game reviewers they classify it as 7 as an average, which I've always hated. It doesn't make sense.
5 is average.
Yeah, 5 is average, so I'd give it an 8.
Yeah, that's fair enough. I'd say about the same. Yeah.
I never give anything a 10 because to me 10 is like absolutely like flawless, perfect, which nothing is perfect, so I never give anything a 10.
Yeah.
9 is always the highest I go.
So yeah, what do you reckon of the soundtrack? We should talk about Twin Snakes. We'll do that afterwards. Yeah.
The original soundtrack. I love the original game soundtrack. It has a very distinct style.
Yeah.
The sound. I can't explain it.
It's very kind of like industrial, but like
industrial with lots of synthy stuff.
Yeah. Like you kind of like if you heard it, you'd instantly kind of recognize what it's from. Yeah,
and I always liked that it was the same style they used for the main theme in the Guyver Dark Hero movie. Considering David Hayter is the main character in that, it's kind of funny. David Hayter is the voice actor for Solid Snake, in case you didn't know.
Yeah, let's talk about the voice acting then. So we've got David Hayter as Solid Snake, which he is awesome, and no one can replace him ever.
No, ever. We'll get to that.
Yeah,
a part of me feels like we should do 5 just so you know how bad it is.
Play some of it.
Oh, you saw me do. You saw me do the best part.
Yeah, and I don't even like that.
Yeah.
We've got him as Solid Snake, and then Liquid. Just in case people wouldn't realize. Yeah, spoilers. So, I mean, these games are basically just story with a bit of sneaking around.
Cam Clark has always been one of my favorite voice actors, even though he's not really in that many things.
He's in a few. I mean, he was in the original Spider-Man cartoon. Well, I say the original, the 90s Spider-Man cartoon.
Yeah. And
the Ninja Turtles 90s/80s kind of cartoon.
He has been in a lot of video games I like.
Yeah, he's a decent voice actor. He's cool. I think everyone else who fits their characters pretty well. I mean, Jennifer Hale, who plays every female ever. They all fit their characters well. I don't know the name of the guy who plays Cyborg Ninja.
He's had 2 different voice actors. I can't remember the name of the original guy.
I can't either, yeah. I know the second one was...
In Twin Snakes, it was Rob Paulson, was it?
Yeah, who plays Raphael in Turtles, yeah.
Yeah.
And
Pinky in the Brain.
Yeah.
It's always funny, just...
I'd love to see like a fight between Raphael and Pinky in the Brain. Yeah. But the voice actor's awesome. There's no faults at all.
For saying when it came out, the voice acting is amazing.
Yeah, and all the exposition and shit you have to go through, and you don't get too bored in it.
Yeah, because every character's so like involved. Even though like they barely have facial animations. With Metal Gear Solid 5, one of the reasons that Hideo Kojima replaced David Hayter is because he says, I think it's time for a voice actor it's less about the voice and more about the facial movements. Which is kind of stupid because in the first Metal Gear game, no character had a face.
Yeah.
It was just lines and for eyes and stuff.
No, that's stupid. But yeah, I'd say about the same kind of overall. Yeah, about 7 or 8. Yeah.
It's funny because I really like Twin Snakes, but they're 2 of the things I really didn't like about it. One of them was the voice acting wasn't nearly as good. Half the characters just didn't deliver their lines to the same standard. It just felt like they were just phoning it in for the most part.
Yeah, let's talk about Twin Snakes. So, you know about the whole like how he gave up his paycheck thing.
Yeah, half his paycheck to get the original voice actors back. That was really cool. And yeah, it wouldn't have been the same. Obviously, they didn't get all of them back, but most of the important ones.
Yeah.
And they could have got the original Grey Fox back, but the problem was the original Grey Fox voice actor also voiced the Darba Chief, and it was really obvious. So they just wanted more of a... I can't think of the right word.
Diversity.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that's cool actually. I didn't know that. That's good that he's actually in the game still.
Yeah. He's also in 2 as well.
Yeah, I've noticed they use a lot of the same voices. Jennifer Hale.
Yeah, they should make a game which is literally just Jennifer Hale and Tara Strong voicing every character.
Every character ever. Yeah. Yeah, they do a lot. They're like the 2. But Jennifer Hale is my favourite female voice actress. I think she does such a good job.
Yeah, she's alright.
The first thing I heard her on was, she played Black Cat in the Spider-Man cartoon.
Oh shit, that was her. Yeah.
And the cool thing about Black Cat is, I was talking to John Semper Jr., who wrote the series, the Spider-Man animated series, and he said how, like, there's a lot of characters in the comics that didn't have much of a personality, didn't have much really going for them. Black Cat was one of them, and Hobgoblin was another one that, like, he said, like, he brought really decent voices to them to kind of liven up the characters a bit. because Hobgoblin was literally there whilst the Green Goblin was gone, so people wouldn't, would still be a bit entertained with the whole Goblin thing. But yeah, in the cartoon they made him a lot more of a main character than he was.
I think I preferred the Hobgoblin.
Yeah, I do now because of that series. I mean, Mark Hamill did such a good job.
Yeah.
And same with Black Cat. Yeah, she basically didn't do anything. She had no real personality in the comics. And then kind of like what they did with Gwen Stacy in the Amazing Spider-Man movies.
Oh yeah.
Like she was boring as fuck in the comics, and then they made her pretty good in the movie.
Yeah, I liked her more than Mary Jane in the movie.
Yeah, so did I. She actually had a personality.
Yeah.
But yeah. So Twin Snakes. Yeah, I what do you reckon of the soundtrack compared to the first one?
The soundtrack's okay, but it just doesn't have that style that the first one had. It's missing a lot. A lot of people complained that the soundtrack was way too techno-y.
I really like the soundtrack.
Now, I like it. I just don't like it more than the original, with the exception of probably Psycho Mantis' theme.
Yeah, that's why I like it. That one theme is the reason I like that version.
The Grey Fox boss battle theme's pretty cool as well. It's okay. I like it. I just think the original's better.
No, that's fair enough. Yeah.
Kind of the same way I feel about Disturbed Sound of Silence. It's alright. I just prefer the original.
Yeah, that's fair enough.
Yeah, and the other thing that it's some of the cutscenes are really over the top. Like they're straight out of like a John Woo karate movie. I don't know.
Oh, when we get to 3, there is something I found out literally last night. But all right, let's talk about. Is there anything else you want to talk about on Twin Snakes? I mean, I didn't really play it too much.
It's annoying because even though I like it, there are a lot of problems with it. Like the fact that because it has the mechanics that 2 has, it makes the game ridiculously easy. Like some of the boss battles, like the boss battle with Revolver Ocelot, you can literally just aim at him because it kind of, I just think it's too easy. Still enjoy it though.
Nah, I don't mind easy games. Well, I watch you play them instead. But yeah, so 2. Let's talk about 2.
Okay, I would just say first, I was trying to get him to play through 3 with me for a long time, but he was put off by it. So because we needed to do 2 first, and because 2 is such a long, pretentious game, I thought if we did 2 first, he'd never be up for seeing 3. So I said we should play through 3 first, then 2, which doesn't really matter because it's a prequel, so you don't really need to know anything about 2 to enjoy 3.
Yeah.
That worked out well. But
yeah, I think it did, yeah.
Should we talk about 3 first or 2?
No, let's talk about 2 first.
Okay.
I'll do it in my order.
2 is...
Did you play 2 when it came out?
Yeah. 2 is the only Metal Gear game I've somehow finished in one sitting, and that's with all the cutscenes.
Okay, no.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, at 2, I didn't have a high opinion of it before it. A lot of people told me it wasn't that good. But then again, people told me 3 wasn't that good, so I thought I'd give it a chance. And 2 was easily my least favourite game. I hate Raiden. He's annoying as hell. And I love his voice actor. Quentin Flynn is awesome. I've met him. He's such a cool guy. And yeah, he also voices Axel in Kingdom Hearts and Reno in Final Fantasy and a lot of other characters. But yeah, no, I don't like him.
I've never liked Raiden. 2, he just comes across as such a dweeb. Just.
I pretty much went into 2 not knowing really anything about it. But then when I found out that you play as Raiden the entire game, apart from that intro
I thought you knew beforehand.
No, I thought it was like you play as him for a tiny bit and then you play as Snake.
Oh no,
if I knew that.
Play
I probably
Snake
would
for
have
a tiny bit.
That was bullshit.
And imagine how all the diehard fans felt because that were waiting. I remember reading about that game in gaming magazines before it came out. I was dying to get it, and it was all the pictures and we were talking about Snake and stuff. All the advertisements for the game were about Snake, and then Hideo Kojima just. He kept it a secret that you were playing as Raiden, and it pissed so many people off.
Yeah, it's funny how out of the 4 main games, you only play as Snake in 2 of them. Really.
Solid Snake, yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, 2 sucks.
I don't think it sucks. It's the worst out of all 4, but it's still got some redeeming elements.
What did you think of Solidus as a bad guy?
I really like Solidus. I think he's awesome.
I think he's kind of just there. He's alright. He's just there, I guess.
You don't like him just because he reminds you of Doc Octopus.
Yeah. Yeah, we'll get to 4. Fucking Solid Snake versus the Sinister Six. Alright, well, yeah, what would you give a rating of 2 then?
2, I'd say 6. Slightly above average.
The thing is, if 1 wasn't out and 2 was the first game, I'd give it a 5.
Fair enough. Two still has a lot of nostalgic value to me, and it's still got I think Snake's still really awesome in it.
Yeah, he is.
The times when he is in it.
It's a shame you don't play as him.
Yeah.
Okay, let's go on to 3 then.
Snake Eater! Wait, do you not want to talk about the soundtrack for 2, or can you?
I don't remember it. I don't remember anything about the soundtrack for 2. Not a single bit of it.
I think it's overall slightly worse than Twin Snakes, and I think Twin Snakes is just alright. So it's just, I don't know.
It's the only game I don't remember a single bit of the soundtrack from it. Like, not a single song. I know I've only played it through once, but like...
Fortune's theme's really cool, but that's about the only one that really stands out to me.
Actually, let's talk about the bad guys in 2, because I don't remember most of them either.
Fortune.
I remember, she's the one who can't die.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember Vamp. I hated him.
He's the one who can't die.
Yeah, they all can't die. Vamp, I don't like. I know you do. I can't stand
I
him.
didn't really like him that much in 2 that much. He was really cliche. I like him more in 4. That's because he's more realistic. Yeah.
No, I wasn't a fan of him. I think he was just one of those random edgy people. Vampires are cool, and then they just stick a vampire in it at the time or something. Anything else then, or?
But Fat Man. Roller skates.
Oh, fuck him.
Roller skates and bombs.
Oh, yeah, with his oh, where's the bomb? Oh, this isn't obvious.
I
It's something to you fat bastard.
Hey, that tricked a lot of people back in the day.
Really?
Yeah.
I guessed it in like a second.
Really?
Yeah, I was like, it's fucking there.
Fine.
It's like, why is his body still there? I wonder.
What do you mean, why is his body still there? None of the bosses disappear. Most of them. Vamp didn't. Vamp did, rather.
Yeah, fuck 2. Let's get to 3.
Okay. 3.
Okay. Let's get to 3. What's the name of 3? Like, 2 was called Sons of Liberty.
Sons of Liberty. 3 was
3 was called
Snake Eater.
007.
Shut up.
He wanted that movie to be a James Bond movie so much.
There aren't actually that many James Bond overtones in it. It's just the soundtrack, and Eva's like a typical Bond girl.
I'm not the only person who said it.
And Zero, your commander guy, likes talking about Metal Gear Solid. No, wait, likes talking about James Bond. Oh, you got me doing it now.
Yeah, 3, hands down, the best one.
Yeah, 3 is possibly my favourite game of all time. It's
Yeah.
very split between that and Final Fantasy 7, but I probably would say Metal Gear Solid 3.
3 was really surprising. I went into that game not knowing anything apart from it takes place in the jungle. I didn't even know it was Big Boss. I literally knew nothing about that game, and it was the most surprising kind of game I've ever seen, really.
I was really happy that you did, because even though it's been my favourite game, but it's always annoyed me that I've not really had anyone to really share my liking of 3.
Yeah, because so many people just don't either say anything good about it or just don't say anything at all about it. It's just, I don't know. I just didn't think it would be that good, and then it was like amazing. Like, it was really, really good. So yeah, the thing I was on about 3, what I found out last night. You probably might know this. I don't know, but in Japan, there were like kind of like slot machine things that you can put money in, you can pay, and you get to watch parts of 3, like random cutscenes, but they remade them in HD.
Huh.
I don't know how to pronounce the name, but it begins with a P, whatever it's called, and they made like a
Pachinko?
That's probably it, yeah.
Yeah, that's what Konami's pretty much focused on lately.
Yeah.
Just doing them.
And the cutscenes look amazing how they did it, but it's like, they only did odd bits of it, and it's just, why? It's not a movie, stop trying to make it, but... Yeah.
He said he'd rather be a movie director.
I know. Why don't you fuck off and do it then? Well, he probably has now.
Well, he has fucked off now.
Yeah. Oh, it'd be nice if he finished that freaking Silent Hill game.
Yeah.
But yeah, 3, right, soundtrack it's not bad, it's just a bit cheesy.
You're just talking about the main theme, though.
Yeah, but there were odd bits in the game where it sounded
great
like it was
atmospheric music when you're just walking around the jungle.
It has, but it still sounds like it's trying to be James Bond.
A little bit, yeah.
But not in a bad way, and I kind of like, yeah, I guess that's probably just the time or whatever. But yeah, 3 was awesome. Yeah, the voice acting, again, yeah, we didn't even talk about the voice acting in 2 because most of them were the same characters. But, yeah, voice acting in 3 is good, awesome. Big Boss is probably quite a lot cooler than Snake just because of odd little things he does.
Yeah, he's got way more personality, he's got a sense of humour.
Yeah. And there was, so let's talk about the characters. So the boss was a really cool character.
One of my favourite female characters in gaming.
I do hate the fact that right at the start of the game I could see the twist coming a mile away.
What twist?
like that. Oh, she's kind of a good guy or whatever, and it was really obvious, but it was meant
to.
Did
you know that she was going to end up like dying?
Well,
in the way that she
probably
did,
because she's not in the other ones.
Well, yeah, but she was already pretty old and free, and like
Yeah.
the others are set years later. I mean, Big Boss is a really old man.
Yeah, I suppose. No, I don't know. Even though it was kind of obvious, I think it wasn't. You know, it didn't ruin the game in any way. Yeah, I think her story was cool. Big Boss's story was cool. And
What about Eva?
Eva. Because so we're recording this at Liam's house, and you got a massive Metal Gear Solid 3 kind of wall scroll just behind your TV. So anytime we're playing games, we've got a massive picture of Big Boss, the boss in the background, her big head, and then just Eva's massive boobs, just really distracting. Like I'm literally staring at them right now, and I have been for the last half an hour, and it's look.
I kind of regret buying that now. Maybe I should swap it with the Death Note one.
Yeah, it's very distracting, but probably in a good way. Anyway, I thought she was a kind of cool character. And that's all I'm going to say.
Yeah, right.
Again, voiced by Jennifer Hale, like every other female.
But nah, she wasn't voiced by Jennifer Hale. It doesn't say so in the credits.
So yeah, okay, let's slightly talk about this. Right, so I'm going to say she's allegedly voiced by Jennifer Hale, even though I didn't know Jennifer Hale voiced anyone in the Metal Gear series. I didn't really think about it because I played 1 when I was really young, and then we played 3. And instantly I was like, that's Jennifer Hale. And you're like, I don't think it is. And then looked at the credits, and she's not credited as Jennifer Hale. But then I looked into it, and basically she wasn't allowed to work on the game because she had other commitments or some shit, and she was part of like a company that only lets her work with that company at the time. So she allegedly might have worked on the game and not been credited for it, even though she's in every other Metal Gear game. So
I still don't think that sounds like Jennifer Hale.
I'm telling you, it's 100% her.
I can't say it, and I can normally recognise her voice in everything. I don't know why. Maybe she's just that good of a voice actor.
If you Google it, people have basically confirmed it in the same way they've confirmed who voices Zamasu in Dragon Ball Super, which right now is not confirmed who it is, but everyone knows who it is. I won't say just because no one else will. It's one of those secrets that everyone knows, but no one wants to say it because they're not meant to know, I guess.
I'm trying to think of a way to subtly reveal it in some type of pun, but I can't think of anything. Speaking of Vamp, that'll do.
So, yeah, so 3, I think, yeah, I'd give that game... Gameplay, I mean, I didn't play the game, but it looked just as good as the other ones did, so I'd give it, like, a 9. The only reason I wouldn't give it a 10... Actually, no, I was going to say the only reason I wouldn't give it a 10 is because it's 3 and you have to kind of play the other ones, but you don't really.
No.
It's kind of like, it's so good as a standalone game on its own. It's good if you know the other ones, but yeah, I mean... If I was going to give any game a 10, it definitely would be this.
Okay.
But I'll give it a 9.
Again, if I was going to give any game a 10, it would be this. But I would give it a 9 just because I've said, no game is flawless. Like, Metal Gear 3 does have its problems.
Yeah, like Jennifer Hale not being voiced. Not being revealed her voice.
The survival backpack can get really repetitive after a while, especially during boss battles. When you get injured, you need to pause it and then fix all your injuries.
Yeah, I'm glad they changed that in 4.
Yeah, it was really cool at the time, but it gets old pretty quickly.
Yeah.
Especially in boss battles.
Okay, well, last thing I want to talk about in 3, just a quick thing, is that tunnel climb. Oh, God. Fucking hell, that went on for ages.
Yeah, if you like Snake Eater, it wasn't so bad, which I do. So.
It wasn't even like the
song.
song, it was just like the vocals.
Yeah.
On its own, it's just like, it felt really, really out of place, because it's normal kind of atmospheric music, and then you just crawling up this thing, and then all of a sudden you just hear like, it's like, what the fuck?
It doesn't start with that.
No, it doesn't, but it's just some random woman singing down a tunnel to you, like, what the
I swear you think they're the only lyrics in the whole song.
That's because I can't be arsed with the rest of the song.
I can sing the whole song if you want.
No, I had enough of her doing it. I mean, I don't think it's worse than the Silent Hill 3 Homecoming. No, Hometown, sorry. Hometown is the song from Silent Hill 3. But that song grows on you, so it has a nostalgic feel to it. 3, not as much,
Well,
but
yeah.
okay then. Let's talk about 4.
4. I think a pretty satisfying conclusion to the series.
Yeah.
Is that what you got to say?
Okay, so I should mention now the ending credits where Big Boss comes back. I had slightly ruined for me because I randomly saw it back when I didn't really care about Metal Gear as much. I just randomly saw that bit and nothing else of the game, so that bit was kind of ruined.
Yeah, that is a shame because that was such a big deal when it happened.
But as much as I liked it, he just kind of came up and just was like, all right, so this happened and this, and I was like, oh god, here we go. You know, it was cool that he came back, but then he started explaining shit and I was like, oh god, it's like Drebin again.
Drebin.
Oh, let's talk about him. Fucking hell.
Booyah!
So the bosses on 4 are the thing I think lets it down. I hated not the actual bosses themselves, but like the kind of
Sinister Six.
yeah. So they all basically were Spider-Man villains, and they all had the same shit that you fight them, and then they they break out their armor, and then you have to kill them again. And they've all got some stupid fucking shit, ridiculous backstory.
Yeah.
That is the most over-the-top cliche bollocks. It's all like, like, who isn't it? We got Screaming Mantis. Oh, when I was a kid, people used to scream at me. Oh, I don't know.
Screaming Mantis, Laughing Octopus, Crying Wolf,
they're all
and
shit.
Raging Raven. Yeah, they
the
were.
stories are literally like as bad as. So you beat them, they die.
And then they have a mental breakdown and then walk towards you all sluttily. Oh, Snake.
Yeah, they all look the fucking same. And then afterwards...
Kill them again, and then they go down in a fetal position.
Yeah, and Drebin's like, hey, Snake, that was Laughing Octopus. When she was younger, people used to laugh at her and throw octopuses at her. And every one of their backstories are basically the same thing. Yeah, no one liked me, and then people used to throw cardboard boxes, and I became Cardboard Box Man.
This is the first time I played that game. I was laughing while listening to that, and that should not be the reaction.
They're trying to be so serious and edgy. Oh, look how deep this backstory is. Yeah, but it wasn't that deep because you just explained it in a codec call.
Yeah.
So, no. I'm sorry, Drebin, but you can fuck off with your backstories. I remember, whenever they were, like, when he was explaining the backstory, it's like, alright, fag break. I'm pretty sure Snake was thinking the same thing. It just goes for a fag and it's like, yeah, sure, yeah, cool backstory, yeah. Oh, really? That's interesting, that is.
Yeah. 4 is not perfect, but I still really like it. The nostalgia hits you constantly. It's a proper farewell to Metal Gear fans. Like all the little moments, like going back to Shadow Moses is probably my favorite moment in gaming. Just remembering all the times when you're younger, playing it and just seeing it now, like all run down and decrepit.
Yeah. That was such a cool moment. And the Metal Gear fight, Rex versus Ray.
Oh god, yeah.
I can't believe we stopped it there.
Yeah, it's like what's the non-sexual version of fan fiction, or is it still classed as fan fiction?
Fan service?
That's the same thing, isn't it?
No, well, fan fiction's when you write your own stuff.
Oh, fan
service is when it's like it's doing it to please the fans.
Oh, I thought fan service was just sexual stuff. Okay, it felt like fan service, but in a good way.
It is, yeah. Fan service in the same way Dragon Ball Super is, with like, having a Broly character and a fucking Frieza coming back and all that shit.
Yeah. Just the little nods during the final fist fight with Liquid Ocelot. It's going through the game soundtracks.
Yeah, man, that was so cool.
Health bars.
So you get like an iPod on it, so you can listen to like old Metal Gear music whilst you're playing the game, which is cool. And I was wondering the entire time, when are they going to play like the Metal Gear 1 theme, the decent one? And then they leave it for the last boss, and I was like, yeah, fuck yeah.
Perfect.
So what do you think about Naomi coming back and Meryl coming back and everyone coming back?
It was cool to see Meryl coming back. I like that she's like in 1 she really wanted to be a soldier, but she was still a rookie, so she wasn't really that good. And then in 4 she's a proper like battle hardened.
Yeah,
she's like the character she wanted to be. So I thought Meryl was done pretty well, even though her sudden hooking up with and getting married to Johnny came from out of nowhere.
Yeah.
This guy who's just been a joke and shitting himself through the whole game, just suddenly one cutscene and they're together. That did feel really weird.
Yeah, no, she's into that. She's like, oh, you shit yourself. Fucking hell. Let's the rookie's eyes. Yeah, it was cool. I mean, yeah, that relationship thing was a bit weird and whatever, a bit out of nowhere. But at the same time, that's what they do with everything when everything's about to die. There's like, it's going to end the series. Let's have everyone hook up with everyone else just for the sake of it.
Sure. No, it was cool seeing Naomi again. I don't know what it was. What was? It felt weird. I hated that she looked way younger than she did in 1, even though it's been like 10 years.
Yeah.
Nanomachines don't stop you aging, as far as I know.
Oh, they do everything. They just do whatever the story wants it to.
They are like, you say a wizard did it in Metal Gear. Nanomachines did it.
Yeah. Yeah, that is the one annoyance in the series, is nanomachines.
Yeah, but there are no nanomachines in 3, so
yeah,
it's an extra reason it's the best.
It is the best.
Yeah.
The story does have odd little plot holes and stuff in it, but realistically, the story is fine. It's a bit up its own arse sometimes, but
I still think it's a satisfying ending.
Yeah. I didn't realise that Snake's actually still alive at the end of the series.
No, yeah, he's still alive. He just won't be for much longer. I mean, he's got like less than a year till he dies of old age.
Yeah. But I guess it's one way, if they want to bring him back, they can.
Yeah.
We've healed your whatever it is that's aiding you or whatever.
Couldn't they technically like make a clone from Snake?
Yeah.
Clone a clone.
I thought they were going to do that, to be fair, but...
We will get a grown-up Raiden's son in the next game.
Oh, God. Yeah, Raiden... Yeah, he was back in 4. I didn't know that either. I don't think he'd be in it, but... Yeah, he's fucking back. He can fuck right off.
What else we got to touch on 4? Soundtrack?
Yeah, soundtrack in 4. I like the main theme, the one with the kind of like the weird, like acoustic guitar kind of sound.
Old Snake theme.
Yeah, that was cool. I think it fit the kind of story and the atmosphere very well.
My favourite theme on it is on Metal Gear 1. There's a song called Enclosure, which plays when Sniper Wolf dies. In 4, they did a remix of it for when Naomi dies. Yeah. I really like that song. Even though that whole scene was a bit over the top, with Akron crying for the 10th time. That's
one thing that really pissed me off about the game. Not him crying all the time, because that was annoying, but the fact that when people die on it, they die about 4 or 5 times before they actually die. So they fall over and they're like, ugh. And then like about 2 seconds later, they go up to him and it's like, no, my last words.
Yeah.
Take care, Snake. And then they die again. And then you drag them a little bit and they're like, alright, now go on and live your life. It's like, fucking hell, just die. God.
Why won't you die?
They do take their fucking time dying.
Yeah, it is true.
But yeah, as a whole kind of series, I very much enjoyed playing it. I'm glad we finally did it, because it's one of those games that, like the Silent Hill series, which I think we will properly go into since we finally finished Downpour, which we will go into at some point in the future. Yeah, it's one of those series that you just... It's really good, and then they make a bunch of shitty spin-offs afterwards. Silent Hill's ones are better than Metal Gear's. I'll give them that.
Yeah. Do you want to quickly talk about the other 2 briefly, even though you don't really know much about them?
What, the first 2?
No, like Revengeance, the one starring Raiden.
You can talk about them. I don't know
Okay.
fuck all about them.
Okay, I'll quickly gloss over. Metal Gear Rising: Revengeance, I thought was a really good game, gameplay-wise, but I thought the story was crap. I hated the story. Didn't like the characters, but the actual gameplay itself was fun. So whenever I play it, I just skip all the cutscenes.
Is that the one with the Snake guy or
Snake guy?
Or is that Raiden?
It's Raiden.
Oh.
Where you ninja and you use your sword to cut people up.
Oh yeah, I remember that. Yeah.
So the gameplay's fun, but yeah, that's all I'll say for that one. Metal Gear 5. Okay, Metal Gear 5 is easily the most disappointing game I have ever played and probably ever will play. Everything about it I hated. Like, well, okay, the gameplay, or the core gameplay was probably the best in the series, but there was too much of it. It was so unbelievably repetitive. The story felt non-existent. Felt there was no directing at all in it. It just, things were just showed. I hated that Snake never said a word, even though they went through the whole drama of replacing David Hayter for a retired reason, but then had Kiefer Sutherland barely say a word. I think he says about 10 lines through the whole game. But then you find out that it's not actually Big Boss Snake, it's some other guy pretending to be him, which is bullshit, because 5 was supposed to be all this stuff that happens help turn him into the Big Boss, who's like a bad guy pretty much, but then none of it actually happened to him, so it didn't make sense.
No.
Quiet was the most retarded character ever, and had the stupidest reason for her to be skimpily naked all the time. She breathes for her skin. Ooh.
Wasn't it Kojima just made her to see if people would cosplay her?
That was one of the reasons. Yeah,
And they did.
yeah. I didn't even finish 5. I thought it was that bad. I got like halfway through the game, which I thought was the end, and I was like, is that it? And then it's like 10 minutes of credits, and then after the credits it was like chapter 2. I was like, really? And then chapter 2 was just a shit, possibly even shitter. And then you find out that the game didn't even have an ending. Like you have to get like the special edition of it, and it's got some like just a load of still images and stuff, because they never ended up finishing the game, especially on the 3rd chapter. So it's just an extra reason I thought it was shit. Just everything about 3 I hated. So the fact that at the start of every chapter you have to go through some annoying helicopter ride, and it'll do like a cast thing of telling you who's going to be in the chapter, completely ruining it.
Wow.
Just no redeeming. Well, besides the core gameplay, which I said wears thin really quickly. Just no desire to ever pick that game up again. I consider it non-canon. And the next one somehow made it even worse, turning it into a 4-player zombie survival game, Metal Gear Survive.
Is that out yet?
I think the beta's out, but I don't want to play it.
That
Don't
sounds
care.
awful. I know you don't even play as Solid Snake. You just play some randomer.
Some random people, yeah, fighting crystal zombies.
What the fuck? Why is that even a Metal Gear game then? It's got nothing to do with anything.
Well, Kojima's gone, so they've got to feed off the name while it still lasts.
Wow,
you
they
know?
really are doing the Silent Hill route with it.
Yeah.
Fucking hell.
It was kind of sad to see Kojima go, but after how bad 5 was, I was kind of glad he was gone.
I didn't even know you did 5. I thought you only did 4.
Yeah, he did 5. Yeah.
Wow, okay.
But a lot of people saying, 5 wasn't that good. Well, some people, there are a lot of people who really like 5, say it's a great game. I disagree completely. I think 5's shit. But a lot of people are saying because like him and Konami are having issues that he just didn't put his all into it.
Well, he seemed pretty burnt out by 4.
Konami, the company itself, has gone really shit as of late, though. I don't care about them anymore. Once upon a time, they were one of my favourite game producers. Now, yeah, they're just shit.
I saw someone make a logo where they've changed the K to a C and it just says Con Army.
Konami. Oh, that's perfect.
Army of con artists.
Yeah. After what they did to Metal Gear, what they've done to Silent Hill.
I know, it's so... yeah, I think that will be one of our future things. So yeah, we'll let's talk about just a few things before we finish. Things we're going to do in the future, because we're going to try and make this a lot more regular than once a year.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Yeah, so when we did it before, we only had like 3 episodes. We did one about the Silent Hill series, but because we hadn't actually finished all the games, I don't think it was really a complete review, so it'd be a lot better doing it now since we've played all of them. Apart from the Wii one.
Oh, yeah.
Which some people say it's really good, but repetitive, and the problem with it, I'll just say this now, is just there's no horror element to it. Like, there's no way you can die, really.
All the enemies just hug you.
Yeah. So, yeah, we'll ignore that one. But, yeah, so in the future, we're definitely going to do a Silent Hill review. Dragon Ball Super is ending very soon, so when it ends, I think we're going to do an entire series kind of review, comparing it to, like, you know, how Dragon Ball Z, GT, that kind of thing.
At the same time, we'll do a review for Dragon Ball FighterZ as well, since hopefully by then we'll have finished the story mode.
Yeah, I think we should probably do a separate review of just the game, the Dragon Ball games in general.
Oh, okay, that's a good idea.
How, like, because realistically, when Budokai 1 came out over here, which was the first proper American Dragon Ball Z game, cause, as in, like, with the voice cast, it came out when Dragon Ball Z was still kind of going and stuff. So, ever since then, they've been repeating the same story over and over again, and only recently, with, like, Xenoverse and odd bits of, like, Tenkaichi and odd bits of Budokai, having, like, different stories, like, going on, like, completely original stories to the game, that it's actually got a bit more interesting again, like, story-wise. I mean, there's no point in reviewing, like, say, the story of Budokai, because it's the same as the series. So, yeah, I think we should definitely go through some of the games and review gameplay, story, all that kind of thing. And, yeah, so, what other things we got lined up then? Next episode, we'll definitely have, we'll say what we thought of the Royal Rumble.
No, yes. Expect disappointment.
Yeah, definitely.
I've got no enthusiasm left.
Other game series, I think. I'd be up for doing the Devil May Cry series at some point.
Okay.
Yeah.
I still think you should give Dead Space a try.
I don't mind. I mean, probably after Devil May Cry.
Yeah, sure.
How do you feel about Soul Reaver? Or just Legacy of Kain in general?
Ooh, we could do those games.
Did you ever finish any of them? Or?
I finished the first one.
Oh,
I
good.
did most of 2. Never finished it. I mean, I own Defiance as well, but never played it because I didn't want to play it until I finished 2, which I never ended up doing.
Ah, fair enough. I literally did about half of 1. Really liked it, and then I got it on the Dreamcast when it first came out, and then...
I didn't know it came out on the Dreamcast.
Yeah, it was one of the games that came out. You get like a demo disc when the console first came out, and it was on that, and I really enjoyed it, and then we just never finished it.
I just realised something. It's kind of funny that you just said we'll do Devil May Cry and Soul Reaver, considering the 2 figures I have at the top
That's
of my
where I'm
shelf.
getting ideas from. Just like, right, we got Dante there, Raziel, fucking Solid Snake, well, Big Boss over there. You know, who else you got around the room? Like, let's we've got Goku Black over there. You know, we could do Dragon Ball, Alien vs Predator. You know, just do those. And we should definitely at some point. I know you're not the biggest fan, but we should do a Sonic in general kind of review.
Fine.
Maybe I'll get Lee on this one.
Okay, fair
or
enough.
Sean or someone.
Yeah, sure.
Any future things you want to talk about before we leave it?
Just talk about what we're doing next month.
Oh right, yes,
Since
yeah.
we started talking about Dragon Ball.
So we haven't mentioned this on this new episode. So we were in a band called The Relinquished, which is basically dead now. I mean,
Yeah.
we went on for like just under 3 years, and it was good. We had a good run, I think. It wasn't never meant to be like a big band. It was a local thing, and it was cool, and it was fun for a bit. And then odd things just kind of changed it. And the whole time I've been doing my solo project and just making songs and things, and I've odd times, you know, got Liam on the vocals, and we just decided, let's just do our own thing. Let's just make a separate band, which right now is just 2 of us with a backing track, and it's fun. It's fun doing live music again now, and it wasn't for a long time. So next month we are going to Digicon, which is in Doncaster in the UK. And it's they have a Dragon Ball Z exclusive Dragon Ball Z fan day happening the day before with a lot of voice actors. We've got Sonny Strait there, who plays Krillin and Bardock. Linda Young, the original Funimation Frieza. Who else there? Eric Vale plays Trunks. Monica Real, who plays the new Bulma. Stephanie Nadal, who plays the original Gohan, the Kid Gohan, and Goku in Dragon Ball and GT. Just, yeah, a lot of... I feel like I'm missing someone out, and I'm going to be... I feel really bad if I am, but I apologise if I do. I think that's all of them.
There's a lot of people going.
Yeah, Johnny Bravo's going to be there.
Shit.
So is Donatello from the Ninja Turtles. I forgot his name, but I do know it.
Which one?
The Hero Turtles, Ninja Turtles, the 90s one.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he's going to be there. There's going to be quite a few people there. So it'll be cool. But for the Dragon Ball Z exclusive day, they are doing a lot of specific Dragon Ball Z things. And one of the things is we're playing there as our band now called Scrap Eye and Scarecrows. If you know what that's a reference to, then good. You'll probably like The Relinquished too, or Necrophir.
Lol.
So yeah, we're going to be doing a Dragon Ball Z themed set list with one odd song that's not Dragon Ball Z, but anime still, well, game anime.
Close enough.
Yeah, and we're doing like a Dragon Ball Z medley at the end with like, well, not just Dragon Ball Z, just super things in general. So yeah, something for the fans basically, and it's going to be fun, and I hope people enjoy it. And if they're not too put off by the metal bits,
Yeah.
but I know people are already into the idea of Rock the Dragon, so
Yeah.
that's good.
We'll stick for that.
Yeah.
Stick around for that. Yeah.
That's why I have to put it last.
Yeah.
So that'll be fun. And the other thing they're doing is they're showing the Dragon Ball Z fan movie Invasion of Tradic, which is the one I made myself personally. So that'll be fun. It'll be the first time I've actually showed it at a convention. So yeah, definitely check that out. You find it on Facebook if you just search for Invasion of Tradic. It's just a Dragon Ball Z movie. I'll talk about that a bit more in the future when it's actually completely finished. And you are technically in it. So,
Yeah.
So
awesome Raz guy.
yeah, he's a pretty cool guy. So yeah, when that's finished, we'll definitely have a little bit of a talk about that. But
You might say he's a very cool guy.
puns.
Love puns.
We have them.
Yes. How long have we been going for anyway?
I don't know. It won't tell me.
Oh.
But yeah,
Hopeful.
I think it's been just an hour because we started.
Really? It can't be that long.
Yeah, because it is now 2 minutes to 6. We started, I think, about 5:05. So, yeah, good timing.
Fair enough.
What we're usually doing with these podcasts is we'll stick a random song at the end of something we usually talk about. We are planning a Metal Gear song. So a lot of the songs we do in our album are based on things. Like we've got some Dragon Ball Z ones. We've got a Pirates of the Caribbean one that just came out. So I'd love to do like a review of those kind of movies in general and then put that song at the end. For this one, because we haven't made the Metal Gear one, we'll stick just a random one to see if people are interested. And yeah, I think that's all for tonight. Let's go watch the Royal Rumble.
Yeah.
So I've been Lewis Sawyer.
I've been Liam Bailey.
Peace.
Peace.
Embracing all this endless life, still waiting at the end of time. I wait 1,000 nights for you. My loneliness cannot be true. There's nothing that I wouldn't do to feed the darkness in my heart. I watch you as you fall.
Memories lost that I'm lying trapped inside this cage. There's nothing else I can do except watch the endless pain crashing all around you. As I ask myself about more to kill, the voices in my head be silent still. You ask me a final time, are you alive? I am alive. It's nothing you did, it's nothing you said. You might have fallen down on the ignorant dead. No need to explain when you don't even care. Don't dive into it all, just a nightmare. That is where this world is just a torment for the end of their soul and not breath. How do we exist? Agonize me, but I know well who is to blame. In a life because nothing more than a mountain of broken glass. For humanity so fall to extinction, falling on the rain mass. When you feel nothing but the pain, you can tell it die but then it's so pain. When you try to achieve my message, I'm afraid of being so late.
Listen to me, oh please cut me free. I'm crawling on my bleeding knees, just bleeding to be. I understand that punishment is smothering me. True vengeance shall now be displayed on death upon thee.
Walking down this empty road, no longer is I belong. All night and the walls haunted me, so afraid it laid me. My shadows are returning me. Once again the world don't see. Now and then it circles all the walls of yellow soon go. Wow!
I really must escape this place. My mind cannot accept disgrace.